Hi boys and girls, today I wanted to try to review with you our shapes that we've been learning, our two-dimensional shapes. And remember, when we talk about two-dimensional, we talk about flat shapes, okay? I'm gonna try to hold up some of these shapes and we're gonna review their vertices, which are their corners, and we're also gonna review their sides, which are those lines that we can see if we put a ruler up, those lines, all right? So let's see if you can remember with me, and then we're gonna have some different activities you could do during the week for fun, all right? Let's see if you remember this shape. Can you tell me this shape? Awesome, this is the rectangle. What color is the rectangle? Orange, very good. When we look at a rectangle, boys and girls, what do you notice about its sides? Do you remember what we talked about the rectangle sides? Good job, you should have remembered that the top and the bottom sides here are longer. These sides are a little bit shorter. So the rectangle has two longer sides and two shorter sides. And remember, a rectangle can also look like this. It can be turned. It doesn't matter how it's turned or how it looks. It just matters how you identify it. And the way that you identify that rectangle is by its four sides. Two are longer, two are shorter. And how many vertices does it have, boys and girls? Can you hold up the number of fingers? How many vertices do you see in the rectangle? Awesome, you should have seen four. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's talk about this shape. What shape is this, boys and girls? It's a triangle. What color is the triangle? It's green, very good. Let's talk about the vertices first, which are where those two lines meet is called the vertex. And remember, when there's more than one vertex, that's known as the shape's vertices or corners. So how many vertices does the triangle have? Can you hold up that number of fingers? Very good. It has 3 vertices. How many sides? How many sides does the triangle have? Can you hold up that number? Awesome, you guys are great at this. It has 3 sides. All right, so it doesn't matter how it's turned. It can look like this, it can look like that, it could be turned this way. Remember, how you identify a triangle is not on its size, not by its size, and doesn't matter its position, how it's turned. It matters how many corners it has, how many vertices, how many sides it has. So if you can identify that the triangle has 3 corners or vertices and 3 sides, then you know it's a triangle. Awesome job, guys. Let's look at this shape. What shape is this again? It's the circle. Very good. How many vertices does this circle have? You're right. Hold it up with me. It has 0, boys and girls, 0. How many sides does the circle have? Does it have any straight lines? You got it. It has 0 straight sides as well. All right, so let's move on to this shape. This is called the hexagon. So remember, the hexagon is a really tricky shape. This shape is more complicated than the rest of our two-dimensional ones because it has a lot of sides and it has a lot of vertices. So let's count first. How many vertices does this shape have? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we know that this shape has 6 vertices. How many sides does it have, or lines? Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What shape is this, boys and girls? Can you whisper it to me? Did you get it? It's a hexagon. Awesome job. And we're going to do one more shape to review. If you remember this shape, can you shout it out? Shout it out. It's a square. Very good. We know that this is a square because how many sides does a square have? Will you hold up that number? It has 4 sides. And not only does it have 4 sides, it has 4 equal sides, boys and girls. See how they're equal? Okay. And look at the vertex again. How many vertices or corners does it have? Can you hold up that number of fingers? 4. Very good. Let's count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome job. So in the beginning of the week, you guys went ahead and tried to look around your house. This hunt could have happened outside as well. If you wanted to get up and move around and just, you could have even charted this. How many circles did you find? How many squares? How many triangles? How many rectangles? I bet the hexagon was a little bit harder to find shapes throughout your house, but you know that those two-dimensional shapes that I just talked about, the square, the triangle, the rectangle, and the circle, there's a lot of things in your house that could be those shapes. So I just went ahead and found some different objects in my own house that I could talk about. And remember, these objects that I'm holding up, they're not two-dimensional. They're actually three-dimensional, but I'm going to show you the base of them, which means the bottom of them. So let's look at my blue vase here, okay? The blue vase here, if I was to show you the base of it or the bottom of it, okay? What shape do you think that looks like? You got it, guys. It looks like the square, right? It has those four equal sides and those four vertices. So what you could do, parents, is have them find objects and trace them on a piece of paper, okay? So this is the square. Here comes another one that I found. This is a little colorful bowl we like to use in our house. What if I showed you this part, the top of my bowl, okay? And what if I said trace it? What shape would you get? Awesome job, guys. You would get the shape of a circle. Remember, the circle has no straight lines or vertices. All right, so let's move on to this shape. And this shape's kind of fun. This is my drinking glass. If I showed you the base of this at the top, all right, what shape would that be? That would be a circle that you could trace. Good. What if I showed you it this way? What shape would that be? That would be your square, right? Your four equal sides and your four vertices. Awesome. How about this card? It's a math fact. But what shape is the card? Do you see that there's two shorter sides and two longer sides? You got it, guys. It's the shape of my rectangle. I'm going to show you my card here. The rectangle, it has four vertices and it has four sides. And look, these are still both rectangles. It doesn't matter how you flip it. It's still the shape of a rectangle. So parents, what you could do once you found a couple objects in your house, you could trace these objects just like I did. I found a big rectangle. This was the shape of a book that I had. I found some smaller shapes that I went ahead and traced. Now the hexagon's really hard, so I did go ahead and draw that for you, but you could, like I said, if you have something certainly that you could trace, you can go ahead and do that. But basic shapes, like look, this is the square, this is my rectangle, this is my circle. So what I did was found some objects, place them on a sheet of paper and trace them. All right, and then parents, what you could do for fun for your children at home, you could have them practice cutting with a pair of scissors as a good fine motor skill. All right, you could also, if you have some Q-tips at home, which I'm going to show you now, you could also have them do some Q-tip painting. So what I'm going to do is show you, and you could even review. Boys and girls, show me in red where the vertices are to the square. Let's try to dab it. There's one, there's one, there's one, and there's another one. So you can count with them, parents. Look, we found four vertices. Then with another Q-tip, you could say, okay, now I want you to take another color and dot on the lines of the square. So they could do that for fun, for fine motor. And then when this dries, like I said, get your scissors ready and try to practice cutting, all right? Practice cutting out all these shapes for fun after you do some Q-tip painting, and have fun and have, like I said, simple activities you could do at home just for tracing, cutting, and also Q-tip painting. Have fun, guys. Bye-bye.